To manifest wealth, I put into action the required wisdom. Welcome back to the channel, all my free thinkers. Welcome back to the place where we follow those breadcrumbs to wealth. Today, guys, I want to talk about the lessons that I learned at the peak of our last bull run. It peaked around 2021. And there's some lessons that I learned that I'm going to pass on to you guys that is really can help you become a millionaire. It is going to help you get that crypto bag. Now, this is going to be just one of our conversations that we have. This is a video that you guys really should mark or bookmark or something like that. And by all means, feel free to share it with someone that you know that would like to know a little bit more about crypto, especially in this volatile time that we are in right now. Now, I've wrote down some notes because I don't really want to miss anything, but I want to make sure you guys are as successful as ever when it comes to this bull cycle we're in, considering this is shaping up to be the biggest. So if this sounds like something that you might like, by all means stick around, but definitely smash that like button. Don't forget to smash it. And drop a comment, but hit that bell notification so that you don't miss a video. Now I'm gonna jump into this because I don't want it to be a long video, but at the same time, I want you to get some meat from this. I want you to get some meat. So I'll say the biggest lesson I learned from the last bull cycle for me, and being that I was coming into crypto really for the first time, I think the biggest thing I had to learn was just expect fluctuations. Just expect it. And I'm going to jump over here for you guys and I'm going to explain basically what I mean. Right now, we're at a 46 for fear and greed, letting us know what the market sentiment is for crypto. Bitcoin, as of the making of this video, just slipped under 60,000 again. I was just making a video saying we're back. Just think about that. Hold on, let me move me out of here so you can see that fear and greed. But I just made a video saying we're back, and we were at above 64,000, headed to 65,000, and look, just like that, we're back down. That's what I had to learn. I had to learn that that's what crypto does. Crypto is an up and down game. These sudden price swings up and down, they're common. It's common in a market like this. So that's number one. Just remember that. It's just volatile by nature. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with the token that you picked. If you look, I always say, uh, base it against the market. What is the whole market doing? And you can tell a lot. So it's not about so much what you hold as just the asset that you chose to get in as far as cryptocurrency. So that has a lot to do with it as well. But the most important thing is to stay calm and stay rational. Stay rational. I can't tell you how many horror stories I've heard from people I know and from stories that I've read where people got in, they got in on a high note when things was going up. Things suddenly go down and they just say, you know what, I'm done with crypto. I'm getting out of it. I'm getting out of it. I'm done. Or you have something maybe like a Casper. I'm gonna use Casper as that token, and you're holding Casper, the coin, and it starts to drop like it dropped to 12 cents when we had that flash crash. A lot of people let their bags go, guarantee it. Maybe not on this channel, but a lot of people let their bags go because they couldn't stay calm and rational. So they made a mistake that's going to haunt them. The more I check into Casper, and I'm not going to bring that into this video, but I've learned some more things about the things that they're working on right now that's nothing but bullish for the long term of Casper. So these are things you want to remember. Now, the other thing you want to remember is, and this is something I didn't enter into the market last time with, fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis. A lot of the times, I'm switch back over here. A lot of times when people get into crypto, and we've talked about this umpteen times, they get in through meme tokens. How I came in through a lot of meme tokens that I didn't even know were meme tokens at the time. But crypto YouTubers were talking about them and different things, and I'm looking at them as maybe that token is going to rid me of all my problems. That token is going to enable me to walk away from the 9 to 5, rich millionaire driving Lambos, Bugattis, and different things. Nah, I wouldn't go that far. But for all intents and purposes, the tokens that I thought were the long term deals, they came in, and I bought a lot of these not knowing they were meme tokens. They had no fundamental analysis, they had no utility or anything. They just had a name, and at the time it was Inu at the end. You got Shiba Inu and different things. Well, it was Inu. Everything was Inu. Any token that came out, meme tokens had Inu at the end of it. So being that Shiba Inu was doing so well, everybody wanted to get that next fix. I gotta grab the next Inu that come out. So they was grabbing Inu, and a lot of them was rug pulls. Be honest, a lot of them was rug pulls, pump and dumps. A lot of them was pump and dumps, and I got in. I would watch it rise. I was like, man. Me and my friends, we just laughing and joking, like, man, the money just don't come this easy. But you know, we came in like that, we went out like that. Lost a lot of those tokens. A lot of them I couldn't even get my money back out of them. So no, find you have to look at the utility of a token. I've shown you guys and talked to you about that. Go check out their website. See how well their website is. See what the team is like behind them. Mainly though, what's the technology like? What technology is like with them? Meaning, are they solving a problem? Like if you look at Casper, it's solving a problem. They've solved the trilemma. So they're doing something that Bitcoin was meant to do. That's a solid project right there. But you don't just stop there. You look at the community. What does the community think of them? What's their tokenomics like? How many tokens is it out there? What's it going to be like? These are the things you want to look at when you look at these projects. And now, one thing I was thinking about, and I'm going to share this with you guys, is I really got to looking at Casper and the fundamentals behind Casper. And I was like, Casper is pretty much, it's a example coin. You can hold that coin up and you can say everything that Casper's doing or have done. I'm going to use this as a benchmark, and when I go out to these other projects, I'm going to look for things like this. I'm going to see how strong is their community. What are their team like? Are their team continuing to make posts? What is their technology? What problem are they trying to solve? What is it? These are the type of things you have to do, and that's where the fundamental analysis matters more than anything, especially if you plan to put a lot of money into something. The reason a lot of people don't get a lot of money in any of their investments is because they don't go in. I'm not trying to say you should go all in and sell the house. I'm not trying to say that. I found a video that was talking about, not a video, but an article that I was going to share with you guys that said that. But I'm not saying that take out another loan or anything. But you have to be at a point where you say, I'm willing to take this disposable income that I have and I'm going to pile on into this because I believe in it that much. That's the type of investing it takes. But in order to get that kind of conviction, you're going to have to do your own research. Not just go off right off what the YouTuber says like myself or the public. You're going to have to go do that research to the point where you say, take my money. That's how you're going to survive in this, and that's where you're going to learn that fundamentals really matter. See, the reason I'm making this video, I don't want you guys to look back and say, man, all the lessons I learned from this bull cycle that we're in right now, this bull run we're coming to, you don't want to get on the other side of this thing the end of next year and you're sitting back like, I wish I'd have did this. I wish I wouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have did this. Maybe I should have listened. Why didn't I do that? These are the things you don't want. You don't want these things haunting you. Trust me, you don't want that. And while you're doing that, you want to make sure these coins or tokens that you're looking into that they have long-term potential, not just the end today, gone tomorrow. Tomorrow. That's what's happening now with a lot of meme tokens and different things. You got to realize they're not going to stay around. They may be good, but rarely do they find the rankings. Do they reach those rankings of Doge and Shiba Inu? Rarely does it happen. Or when it does happen, rarely do they stay there like these two have. So that's what you want to do also. Another thing I wish, number three, thing that I wish I would have learned and took with me from the last bull cycle was using my risk management skills. I can't tell you how much money that I put into tokens and coins that I shouldn't have dumped into these particular tokens and coins, especially with it being that I didn't even have anything fundamental to go off of with these. Just that everybody's talking about it. Like, kind of like the stuff we talk about here. The difference is I try to bring you videos and I try to update you guys on not just, oh, you should just buy this token. Here's why you should buy it. Here's the fundamental analysis behind it. Because parting with your money is a big deal, especially when you could be out doing Lord knows what, enjoying vacations and lavish dinners and different things. So I try to bring you guys content that's going to make you think, but more than that, content that's going to give you that conviction and that confidence to go more into these projects that we talk about so that you'll get more out of it once it's all said and done. So that's something you want to do. Again, and in the last cycle, I didn't diversify enough. For instance, just because you hold 10 or 12 tokens doesn't mean you're diversified, especially if majority of those tokens are meme tokens. That's not a diversification. A true diversified portfolio sees yourself in different sectors, like the AI sector, like finance sector. Like, yeah, you got your meme plays, you got your um, RWA plays. That when I say diversification, that's what I mean. Last cycle, I can't even tell you how many meme tokens I had in my portfolio. I can't even really think of too many. Saitama, that's one. That's one that had utility. At the time, we thought it had utility, and we thought the team was pretty good. But again, that ended up nowhere. Saitama's nowhere to be found right now. I at my highest point of Saitama, I had $90,000 in one that I had made off of a $5,000 investment in that one token, and I didn't take it. All said, I did get some money out of it, but nowhere near where I should have gotten it. My 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 profits. So that's something else you want to watch out for. And the biggest thing you have to watch if the site that you're on has a stop loss mechanism, use it. But the one thing I found that you have to do, especially in times like this, you have to be more vigilant when it comes to your investments. You don't have to get on and do like I do and just look all over, look at the news and different things, even if you don't hold these particular tokens. But when it comes to your assets that you're holding in your wallet, these are the ones that you really need to be paying attention to the most. You should have alerts set on your phone so that you know. You should know everything about your particular token. And you should never, ever put more in than you're willing to lose. A lot of people will tell you that when it comes to meme tokens, but that goes with any investment. Never put more in than you're willing to lose. But I also say put enough in so that some of your dreams are going to grow legs. You have to at least do that. My other thing I wish I would have paid attention to is the regulatory landscape. When I think about regulatory landscape, we think about what's going on now. And this is the reason I bring you these videos where it comes to showing you what's going on with the elections, showing you what's going on with the crypto stance of certain political people or the Security Exchange Commission, because all of that matters when it comes to your bag. It matters. It matters like you wouldn't believe, because a lot of times these politicians or the regulations could stunt the growth of your crypto bag. And of course, they could sway it the other way if certain people get elected, then you can see everything go up. So these are the things you want to be continuing to be vigilant of, because it lets you know how heavy you should go into the market. At all times, you shouldn't be like, well, right now, should I be slowing down or should I be speeding up? Personally, I think this is a great time to be buying as much crypto as possible, because just with the things I've been looking at charts and different things that people post, we are really in that window for the bull run. We are seriously in that window. You're gonna hear that a lot, but these are the things you want to look for, and always you also, and this is something I think you guys have noticed by now that I do. I like to verify the information that I get. If it's something I don't understand in the article or something, or they say something that sticks out to me, I'm going to go and check that as well. Not only that, I'm going to check the source of who's actually making the post or who's making the article as well, because I want to know how credible that source is. All this goes into your crypto bag. And a lot of people say, I've heard this too, it's just too much work. It's too much work. Well, when I hear that from people, what I often think is maybe they're not that invested into the market. But if you're someone that you believe in crypto, for one, and you have a significant amount of money in crypto, then you're going to constantly be doing your research, because it's a bag on the line. And depending on the size of that bag, or maybe not even depending on the size, because you don't even have to have a lot to make millions. You need to be keeping your eye, at least one of them, on the market and the regulations. You need to know that. And I think for me, that last bull cycle, the one of the biggest deals, which is why I'm been bringing you a lot of articles on pump and dumps and scams that are out there, is there are a lot of scams. I lost a lot of money in that last cycle, whether it was buying NFTs and somebody put an erroneous code up there, and I fell into that trap with like tons of other people. We lost thousands of dollars. Or maybe it was a rug pull, and someone had a meme token that everybody was piling into, and then they just snatched the rug from under us and took all the money. Happens all the time. Had I now knowing what I know now, I know things to watch out for. That's why I'm constantly telling you guys, be on the lookout. I'm constantly looking at our chart. I mean, not our chart, our comments down below. And I see the people coming in there trying to scam you out of your funds. So I'm constantly removing comments like that. And I'm also making you aware that they exist. So always be vigilant, especially when you're talking about money. I don't care if you got $50 to $100 in. Be careful, because they want it. They want it, and you can do a lot with $50 to $100. So the last thing you want them to do is stop your growth from growing more in your investment. And I think for me, I got another one on here. Emotional intelligence is crucial, and that's why on this channel we talk a lot about the mental, because that's everything. Emotional intelligence. The more emotionally intelligent you are, the better you'll be in life and just investments as a whole. The fear of missing out. I'm sure you guys heard that. FOMO. Fear of missing out. Honestly, guys, that is so true. And you're all probably gonna fall into it. I've fallen into it myself. I have to catch myself sometimes. The fear of missing out syndrome. Well, honestly, That's where you're going to make your money. You're going to be making all of your crypto profits off of the people who have FOMO, who don't have as much emotional intelligence as you have. I'm telling you. So honestly, when you're making this, when these profits start coming in, it's going to be a battle of the wits. Who has more emotional intelligence than the other people? All the cab drivers, and I say this because you're gonna hear crypto coming out of everybody's mouths. Uber people gonna say, "Hey, you ever heard of cryptocurrency? What do you think of cryptocurrency?" That's when it's gonna be the dangerous time. That's going to be real dangerous because these are the people that's going to be piling in because they're going to hear about all these. You're going to see all the stories. This person put this much money in Casper and now they're a millionaire overnight. And people don't see the hard work behind it or see that this person has been in for X amount of months. So they're going to say, I want a piece of that. And they're going to go in and the market's going to be going up and people just going to be throwing their money in. That's where you need to have the emotional intelligence to pull back and say, you know, it's time for me to withdraw some of my profits or maybe all of what I put in. That's the battle of the wit. So you need to up your game with your emotional intelligence now, especially if this is your first cycle like this. If this is your first cycle like this, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because you're going to be sitting there watching it run up. So just remember these words. Do not get FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out, but it's also fear of not reaching those gains that you really want. So you can have that fear too, sitting there like, okay, I've already hit my dollar, $2. I've already hit my 5x. I need to get out. But instead, you say, man, it's just running up so heavy. I'll take another 2x. Let me just hang in there a little bit. That's how you end up losing out. Because as fast as it go up, it will definitely fall down. So you have to manage your emotions. Managing emotions is paramount. And last, and I ended up doing 7. I didn't want to do that many. But last is just having a long term perspective. I like around this time right now, I'm reviewing my wallet and I'm looking at things that have that long term potential. Period. I want the long term, the long game, so that even if I miss pulling out as much as I wanted in the token, I know it's going to be even more money pushed into that token. It's going to be worth way more in the future. So I won't mind just leaving it there. So these are the things you need to be looking at now. There's a lot of videos out there pushing meme tokens or these projects. You like, where'd that come from? And they may sound good. The person that's trying to get you to buy it might be convincing. But if you rely on your own research, and you really take a step back and manage your emotions, you'll do so well in this upcoming cycle, guys. So I just want you guys to be prepared. That's what this is what it's about. The lessons that I've had and that I learned in the last bull market. So you guys let me know down below, is this your first bull cycle? Is this your first bull cycle? And what are you trying to achieve out of this? If this is not your first bull cycle and you've been through the last, tell me one or two things or share with the community one or two things down below that you learned from the last bull cycle that you're not going to let happen to you again. All right, guys. So until the next one, you guys just hang in there. We on our way. Keep believing, keep investing, keep doing your own research. Until the next one, guys. I'm out.